Welcome back to Lammas. It's October and the trees are starting to turn colour now. Things are starting to get busy here. Some of the plots are still green fields waiting for their residents to relocate. Some of them, like this one, we're at the earthworks stage. We're reshaping the land, putting in trackways and ditches and terraces. This is a bit of a moonscape here at the moment. I've got a whole load of things going on. I've got a trackway going in here, along with a whole load of drains. Behind me we're quarrying the stone for the track. We're also at the same time creating some terraces. In the background you can see what's going to be the garden. Now all the ditches, water catchment areas link up. And although it doesn't look like it, the water's going to be channeled right round that garden, so I've got a supply for my crops. And then over here, this is where the house is going to be, along with the barn and the workshop. So we've done some levelling there and some landscaping, ready to start building.
My name is Eris Gibson. Was plot 4 and now I'm plot 3. For me, my basic plan for this is to live for a living. I'm very interested in being in close proximity with the basic elements of sustenance. So whereas before we came here we lived in a first floor flat in Bath in an urban environment, quite close to the city centre, with no outdoor space. Water coming from somewhere, God knows where, water going out somewhere, God knows where, food coming in to Waitrose and going out God knows where. There's a real immediacy with all of those basic elements here. You know, we've got bits of wood lying around. There's, you know, Lego blocks here, stone and earth, soil, water. These basic building blocks of life are just kind of here to play with, and so for me that's kind of what I want to do. Living for a living is really what it's about.
Having finally got onto our piece of land, we're putting up a first house, which is going to serve us as a dwelling for a year or two, and then going to serve to house visitors, helpers, woofers, because it's good to have help. So we've been working on it for about 3 weeks, something like that. We've got the foundations, the wall, and we've got the frame of the roof up. And just working on the roof at the moment, hoping to cover it over whilst the weather's still fairly good. And we have got a few people here helping out. We've got about 5 people at the moment. We've had up to 15 about maximum so far.
Ooh,
The guided a little better.
Come round this way a bit.
Okay.
Okay, straight forward. Up. Okay, we just stop there for one moment. Let's nail this last one down.
Hopefully it's going to be a really good way to share some of the lessons we've learnt, really, and so those people will go away with a bit of idea how to do it. Most of them are planning their own projects or have got aspirations to build or bits of land to build on already, and they'll be able to hopefully then, you know, work with other groups of people in the same way and share that knowledge a bit further, so we can sort of all reclaim our ability to provide our own shelter a little bit more.
Everybody works together really good. I've worked on commercial building sites before. It's totally different. There's stress all the time. Everything needs to be finished really fast. Here people take time and things get done much faster. It's really strange. It's the opposite. And you learn a lot from other people visiting about their experience in building and just using different techniques that I wasn't familiar with. I mean, we have straw in Sweden, but we don't build with it. So, yeah, we're gonna start doing that next year.
People especially that feel like trapped into their normal 9-to-5 job, or they're sort of not such inspired life or whatever, they always perceive, don't they, that they can't be the ones to bust out of that. And there's quite often you'll meet people and they say, oh, we would have loved to have moved to the country but we couldn't, or we would have loved to have built our own house but we couldn't. And I think all you need is a little bit of daring, really, and because just a bit of a willingness to leap.